This is the very first time you are here visiting us since you and Baba bestowed on me the huge responsibility of helping you to manage the budget of the country. And I know that my people are very, very happy with you and are supporting you because of that responsibility that you gave to me. Your Excellency, I want to assure you that together with my brother, Honorable John Badi, we have, for the first time, delivered a budget that is not only transparent, but a budget that has been able to live up to the requirements of the Constitution that expects a budget to be to address the regional balance, regional equities, and also to address the needs of every section of the country. Your Excellency, I want to assure you that we are not partisan leaders. The mandate you have given us is for us to help you govern the country in terms of resource sharing. So if you see development projects that have been appropriated in this no. Kane kumoro. Kawono ukodo wiya. Kane ka kijande omor gi president. Giadima wacho ni udonjelo ni nyalo tiatia nyaka otiek tam mar ariyo. Uwacho kamano. Kuwache motegna ahinya. So, Your Excellency, these people are saying that they love you and that no amount of intimidation from your protagonists will stop them from staying with you to the very end. Your Excellency, where we are conducting this service is known as Siaya Medical Training Center, Siaya branch. And just to update you that through your instruction, among other instructions that you have given us, you gave us when we were going through the budget process, you allowed us to put some resources for this place, and I know you know the details you'll share with us. Also, just a step away from here is Siaya National Polytechnic. Your Excellency, the last time you were here, I requested you to help us upgrade Siaya Institute of Technology to a national polytechnic. I want to confirm, Your Excellency, that you gave that instruction and Siaya Institute is now a national polytechnic. Again, Your Excellency, through your direction, there are a lot of resources which we have also put in the budget to transform the Siaya Institute of Siaya National Polytechnic, which you are aware of, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this county has benefited so much from the budget that we have just passed, and through the support of your office and the office of my brother, Honorable John Badi, many, many new roads that are going to come up in this county to support the development of this county. Your Excellency, in all those things that I've said, we want to thank you for your leadership, for your support, and for the love that you have given us. Yadima wachoni President nyaka mbele. President nyaka mbele. Your Excellency, before I invite my colleagues to make a few remarks, let me say, Your Excellency, that you, for the first time, under your direction, we have given our county governments the highest allocation in terms of division of revenue bill. We were able to increase county shareable allocation from 385 billion in the last financial year to 415 billion in this financial year. Your Excellency, an increase of about 32 billion from what was allocated in the previous year. Your Excellency, Siaya County is one of the counties that is going to benefit from those allocations. We want to thank you, and we want to thank Governor James Orengo for the initiatives he's put in place to help us also transform the county. Your Excellency, with those many remarks, now to come and make just short remarks, let me start with the Member of Parliament for Langata, Honorable Felix Oduor. Please come.
Josiah Untie, Umar, to the Bishop, Your Excellency, and all the guests. When I heard that the President was going to Nyanza, I knew he was going to Homa Bay. So I did not want to really prepare kwa sababu tumeenda huko mara nyingi. Lakini sasa tunakuomba hama Homa Bay, sasa kuje upige kambi hapa nyumbani. Piga kambi hapa nyumbani, watu wa Siaya pia wapate ile maendeleo umepeleka Homa Bay mingi ile. Asante sana, Mungu awabariki.
Aya. Let me welcome my brother, the chairman of Parliament for Butere, Honorable Tindi Mwale.
Watu wa Siaya mlembe. Mlembe gandi. Asante sana. Sisi na nyinyi ni kitu kimoja. Mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Tindi Mwale. Mimi ni mbunge wa Butere na pia mimi ndio chairman ya Public Accounts Committee. Your Excellency, I'm very happy to join you today for the church service. Rais ni rafiki yangu sana, na wakati niliona anakuja hapa nikasema pia mimi nikuje tusali pamoja. Si nimefanya vizuri? Na watu wa Ingo wako ndani ya broad based government ya Mheshimiwa President William Rito na Baba Raila Amolo. Nyinyi mko ndani ya broad base ama mko nje ya broad base? Hebu nione wangapi wako ndani ya broad base. Na mimi Mheshimiwa Rais nataka kuhakikishia ya kwamba the message of fighting corruption, mimi kama chairman ya Public Accounts, I support wewe na Baba Raila Amolo Odinga fully on the fight against corruption. Wewe huyu mtu wa microphone, si ndio? Mbona anataka kuharibu na shemeji ndio anaongea? Anataka nipeleke maneno mabaya huko? Kwa hivyo nimesema kama chairman ya Public Accounts, we are supporting Baba Raila Amolo Odinga na President Ruto to fight corruption. Sawa sawa? Ile corruption iko kwa serikali, Mheshimiwa Rais, onyesha sisi tutasaidia wewe kufagia ulete maendeleo hapa Siaya. Si ni ukweli? Na mimi naunga mkono huyu Atandi ni rafiki yangu sana. Si mtarudisha yeye? Wangapi wanasema Atandi arudi tena tuone na mkono? Wangapi wanasema Ruto arudi tena nione kwa mkono? Asanteni sana.
Aya, thank you very much. I want also to recognize the presence of the Secretary General of the Kenya National Union of Teachers, who is with us here, Honorable Mr. Oyu. Mr. Oyu, feel welcome. Now, let me take this chance to invite my colleague, the Member of Parliament for Bondo, Dr. Gideon Ugola Ochanda.
Now, Your Excellency, let me join my colleagues from Siaya in welcoming you back to Siaya, and we'll want to keep welcoming you back to Siaya anytime. Karibu sana. Your Excellency, where we are, some of us, individually and even collectively, had placed ourselves in front to work with your government. And we really appreciate in terms of what has been going on. Like many were trying to wave for the president for the first time, or talking in front of the president for the first time, the much we appreciate how we are working with your government. In the last 3 days, Your Excellency, let me also take this chance to tell you that in the last 3 days was the first time I've worked with a cabinet secretary from Siaya in our villages in Siaya. For the last 13 years that I've been in Parliament, I've never had an opportunity to work so closely with a cabinet secretary, with a minister of a government. And that was Opeo Wandai. We've worked for the last 3 days, going to the villages to see that we have power in all our areas. Your Excellency, this is for purpose of augmenting what we are doing. And I want to tell you, Mr. President, that including our community, that history is very clear in terms of who this community can work with in terms of what is practical. And it's just practical that we can easily jigsaw fit with the west of the rift much more easily than the way we've been trying to fix ourselves with the east of the rift. Your Excellency, what will help us cement this relationship that we have with your government is the fulfillment of the little projects, promises here and there. We are disadvantaged. We may not have the sugar cane. And we know you are doing a lot of work in those kind of economies. Economy here needs quite a bit of fixing. Particularly, we know fisheries will take quite a bit of time. But that's an economy that we really need to put our efforts on. Your Excellency, Bondo, Siaya, towns. The government has done a lot of effort before. There is a water project that has been here. The government. Soya mabiro nuaga. Tele mabiro nuaga. Sao chopo. Tele mabiro nuaga. Sao chopo. Moabe korwadu wa mwadwa tedi. Wabende jomoko winjie sochwa. Ero uru kamano.
Aya. Jothuru untie. Your Excellency, Dr. Gideon Ochanda has reminded me on something which I just wanted to alert him that there's something we introduced in the last budget called crop diversification. You are urging Kenyans to diversify from the traditional cash crops that they have been investing in for a long time that are almost becoming obsolete in terms of returns. And I want to just mention to Dr. Ochanda that in this budget which we are implementing, Siaya County alone has about 100 million shillings for crop diversification. And your Cabinet Secretary for Cooperative Development was here, and he met our county leadership team, including the minister in charge of agriculture in the county, and we want to urge our people, please, we want you to start planting coffee. Coffee is a cash crop that we want all Kenyans to go into because of the potential and returns in terms of foreign exchange, and we want our people also to be able to earn foreign currency here in the grassroots. So, Your Excellency, thank you very much for that program. I want our people, please work with the county government of Siaya so that you can start planting coffee. Your Excellency, let me move forward and now invite the Member of Parliament for Uriri, Honorable Mark Ogola Nyamita, to come and talk to us.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Tandi, Your Excellency the President, Your Lordship the Bishop. Thank you for your true words of encouragement. Indeed, it is good when brothers stay together. In fact, in another verse, they describe it that how good is it for brothers to be together. It is like that oil going down Aaron's chin. So we are glad to be here. Josiah untie. Josiah untie. Anigena jamigori kawuna bira nuendo. To abiro awinjo kajalango wachoni President osebudho Homa Bay. To wambe nwagwele ni mondo tim dake migori matesta winjo ka Josiah bedware. To samanu abira winjo ka Kisumu bedware. Your Excellency, the people of Siaya are demanding you, just like the people of Migori and Homa Bay and Kisumu. These are really unprecedented times that we didn't foresee ourselves. But I think it is because of the good work that you continue to do for this great nation. Without a doubt, there is not a single constituency in this country where there is no national government project. I just wanted to speak to the matter of SHA, and I wanted to speak to our religious leaders, because we are here today in church. Bishop, many a times when things are not working, the church is at the forefront, speaking out, especially when health matters are there. We want you, IG, and all other religious leaders, that in the very same way, when things are not working, we hear your voice, just like the political class also speak to some of those issues, because we want to build this nation together, we also urge you to speak to the things that are actually working. And this issue of SHA, Your Excellency, even by the sheer number of people who have been registered on this particular platform, is a confirmation that it is actually working. There are a few issues, and we have heard in the news in the recent days, a few hospitals have actually been affected, and they've actually been registered. I just want to urge that this is a thing that must work just like education. The hope of a poor man is only in health and in education. So SHA must be made to work. And Your Excellency, I heard recently your Cabinet Secretary say that maybe there are a few members of Parliament who are also running hospitals. If there is a member of Parliament, including myself, who is running the hospital and is involved in this crowd, we want to urge you, fieka hao. If there are people in the mainstream government who are also involved in this fraud around SHA, fieka hao, Rais. If there are religious institutions that are running hospitals that are involved in this particular fraud, fieka hao wote. Because we want that every single Kenyan, just like all of us have access to medication, they can also get medication. Finally, Your Excellency, still on the matter of health, I now want to urge our county governments, because health is a devolved function. And recently you have spoken to free medical health in all our clinics up to level 4, from the smallest clinic to up to about level 4. For outpatients, we are urging our county governments, it is now your duty to avail drugs in all our hospitals, so that when the citizenry go to the hospital, they do not miss the drugs. And that way we will have a prosperous nation. Otherwise, on my behalf of the people of Uriri, and I dare say on behalf of my in-laws, because you know my wife comes from Alego, I want to say, sisi tuko na wewe ni rais wa tutam. Wale wanasema rais tutam, nione namna hii. Tutam ama si tutam? Tutam ama si tutam? Ere ukamano Nyasaye ugwedhu.
Aya, Mark Nyamita, jao den nyang'ia. Nyang'ia ka, murng'ia ka. Enor koso kenor. Aya, now let me invite the Member of Parliament for Game, Honorable Elisha Ubiambo Akuba.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander of our Defense Forces, allow me to ride on the protocol established by the Honorable Tandi and of course the Governor of Siaya. Jothuro untie, Jothuro mor, anabiro ka monawaji njili, ni 2027, waduoko William Samoei Ruto kendo. Elanga moye, miauru baru malo. Your Excellency, let me be brief because time is running. I want to request you, Your Excellency, that in the next month, when my brother Ray is doing recruitment for the police, awajo kama niwa nikindi ko police Josiah udia mang'eny moloyo moko akwayo kozoka kwayo. Number 2, Your Excellency, by end of next year, there will be skyscraping building in all the towns of Kenya. And Kenyans will start to appreciate how you're impacting in our society in terms of affordable houses. Number 2, Your Excellency, I'm a beneficiary of your hard work. When you took over presidency, I had a loan that I was paying 175,000. Now I'm only paying 135,000. It means the economy is working well. Finally, Your Excellency, us as the people of Siaya, we are feeling your government. My brother, Dr. Raymond Omolo, has a program for the widows. And that program is touching the hearts of women in the country. Number 2, our brother, the CS Wandai, is moving all over to ensure that we have access to electricity in the Republic of Kenya. And finally, Mbadinyang is also doing his bit in Suba. Your Excellency, you have assurance that come 2027, we'll elect you again so that we can have a progressive society moving forward. And finally, I encourage county governments of Siaya, let us remit employees' contribution of SHA, which you have kept for 3 months. The employees are not accessing help because you have not remitted the amount. Thank you.
Aya, Jodalawa. I want peace. I want peace. Aya. Very good, very good, very good. Joturwa, wakwe uru mos, wachegni chopo kuma jotelo madongo dwa loso kodwa. Wadwaro ni mondo ubed mos. Ubed mos. Mr. Ogea, please, stop that kelele there. Aya. Your Excellency, now let me take this chance to invite the Member of Parliament for Ugenya, Honorable David Ouma Ochieng.
Thank you so much, Honorable Tandi, to our Lord Bishop, Your Excellency, the President. I'm very happy to be here this morning. Your Excellency, this is your 5th visit to our county. It shows the friendship that you have with us. I want to say this morning, Your Excellency, that no other president before you has shown us friendship, not just by word, but by deed. Your Excellency, hapa Siaya, Kisumu, kila mahali panachimbwa. Wanachimba stima, wanachimba barabara, wanachimba manyumba, wanachimba masoko, kwa sababu ya urafiki ambayo uko nayo na sisi watu wa Nyanza. Mungu akubariki sana. Your Excellency, I like your boldness. There are things you've done in the last 3 years that no first-time president would do. You decided to take housing head-on. You decided to take health head-on. These are the things that are going to make this country our own Singapore. Your Excellency, I have one issue. That hizi vitu tunafanya vizuri zote karibika, usirudi kile mambo yako mambo matatu. Go back to those 3 issues. Mambo matatu. Because if you don't fight corruption, if you don't fight indiscipline, if you don't fight incompetence, we'll not go anywhere, Your Excellency. So I want to say here in Siaya, kama ni wabunge wako corrupt, fight them. Kama ni court judiciary is corrupt, deal with them. Kama ni your ministers who are corrupt, deal with them. Kama ni counties that are corrupt, deal with them, Your Excellency. Don't spare anybody. Let's build one country. Let's build a country that all of us believe in. Finally, Your Excellency, nimambiwa kama nimekaa pale kwamba kama tunangoja, as we wait for you to do all for us, Kisumu, Siaya, Busia Road, inakaa mbaya sana sasa, Your Excellency. It's patches all over. Barabara ya Kisumu mpaka Busia, Excellency, please, naomba mara 10. Saidia siko barabara hiyo. Thank you so much. Welcome to Siaya again and God bless you.
Aya. Yoturu auntie. Erejo mamorgi President Rito kae. Very good. Now I want to invite my brother, the Member of Parliament for Arieda, Dr. Otiende Amolo, Senior Counsel.
Your Excellency, the President, I only have 2 issues. One is a thank you. The second is an invitation. Mr. President, this is your 5th visit to Siaya. Your first 2 coming to Rarieda, I did not attend because the political clouds did not align. But on your 3rd visit, when you came for the Luo Festival, I was there. On your 4th visit, when you came to Ramba, I was there. On your 5th visit in Siaya, I have come. When you were in Ramba, I made 3 requests, and I want to thank 3 requests have been done. First of all was the request for low volume tarmacking of Kalandinka Elijah. Working with Waziri Mbadi and Chairman Atandi, it has been tendered. My second request was for affordable housing hostels for KMTC in Masala, Rarieda. 1,250 units, it has been tendered. My third request was for Ramba, a 20 million construction. It is in process. Allow me to thank you. My next request will be for Asembo Bay, and the MCAs here, stand up. Asembo Bay is the gateway to Siaya through the lake. And you know that there's that program for doing the pyre at Asembo Bay. I will be making that request shortly. Secondly is an invitation, and let me start by thanking the Bishop, the Right Reverend John Mark Haungodia. I come from the Diocese of Bondo. My wife is Anglican, but I'm Catholic. But I pray with Anglicans a lot because, Mr. President, these Anglicans are more democratic than some of our churches. First of all, for us, we don't elect our bishops. They are appointed, and then in church terms, they say they are anointed. But the Anglicans elect their bishop. Secondly, for us, for example, in Catholic, when it comes to Holy Communion, it is only the Catholics who are prepared, who are allowed to take it. But for Anglicans, as you saw today, Mr. President, I believe you belong to AIC, and I'm Catholic. We were able to take the invitation of the bishop. But more importantly, for us in Catholic, when we go there, you are given the Holy Communion, and then you are told go. And then the priest remains, and he takes the wine by himself. These Anglicans even give us wine. So, Mr. President, me and you, let us reconsider our faith. Having said that, Joturwa, Jomorwa Konjelo Jagot, Miabadi, 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 Miabadi. Mr. President, these people have welcomed you. Please keep coming to Siaya, because in Siaya, first you have a father in the name of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Father in the name of Barack Obama. Then you have another brother from another mother in the name of Raila Amolo Odinga. So keep coming, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Aya. Joturu wa winjo kaka wajumbe twak maber. Ere joma mor gi wajumbe wa Siaya. Joturu an ing'eyo ni sani chiko koyiena mondo akwa president gimoro amora. Nikech an ema keto budget. To nitie gik mwaketi budget mang'eny ma kawacho kae tibiro wach ni atandi karang'i marach. Nyaka wadag ka biye. Biye ing'e ni chami to kako gedo to kinyal ng'eyo kako gedo. Wawinjore. Omiyo an agedo gi rieko. Lakini gopia wandaye gi joma an go tong'i gik madhi mbele. Omiyo adwa ni mondo koro walos matin weche gik mwatimo to watiyo, nikech ing'e ni gik mwaketo gi be joma ng'eny ok morgo. Keto mang'eny to nogo koko ma wagole makawo kare. Dongo neno kamano. Omiyo adwa ni ka waketo gik moko gi John Mbadi mineno mobet kae ni wuoyi mariek ahinya. Wuod Subani wuoyi malich ahinya. En kaseketo pesa to en ogolo koro pesa tiyo. Omiyo adwa ni mondo ubed moketo mbele isirikani gin jomo tegno. Kendo gin jomo ng'e sida man thurwa kae. Omiyo Raila Amolo Odinga ne oketo mondo wabed kanyo. Raila Amolo Odinga oketi aketa, ogo ikogno kendo ng'eyo ni ng'ama nyalo timo tich. Omiyo thurwa usirwa koso kusiro. Usirwa joma ni sirikal ane bade ka usirwa motegno. Now, I want to now take this opportunity to invite our elder, our father, the man you are not allowed to contest against. Your Excellency, in this county, nobody is allowed to contest against Dr. Oburu Oginga. Dr. Oburu Oginga will just get elected. You don't need to run against him. The Senator of Siaya. Welcome, Daktari.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the Governor of Siaya, all leaders, senators and members of the National Assembly, and the clergy, and all members of our community who are present here, and our visitors. Good afternoon to you all. Oimreuru, oyavreuru. Your Excellency, this is my church. I am an Anglican, and I was born Anglican, and I will be buried Anglican, by Anglican Church. But Your Excellency, I can tell you I was tortured by my church for very many years. They never allowed me to take this Holy Communion, which we have taken with you this afternoon, until last year, when I was 81 years old, simply because my father insisted that there is nowhere in the Bible where it is stated that all the names for baptism must be Anglican, must be English, must be European. And he insisted, and there is nothing there in the Bible. And he even wrote a letter to the Archbishop of Canterbury, and he got a confirmation that I should be baptized using African names. So my full names are Ngonga Molo Oburu Oginga. And my brother is Raila Amolo Odinga. And my late brother Agola was Ngire Umodo Agola. But last year, my bishop in Bondo allowed me to be confirmed, and even though it was too late because I had already married a second wife. And Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our county. These are people are not very complicated people. They are always very, if they don't want you, they just tell you on your face. And if they love you, they also tell you on your face. And you can clearly see on the faces of these people that they really love you. And Your Excellency, this love comes because you have also shown love for them. First, there is the Minister of Finance, John Ngongom Mbadi. John Mbadi second that docket of the Ministry of Finance, which has never been held by a Jaluo. This is the very first time that a Jaluo is holding the Ministry of Finance. Your Excellency, that is a very clear show of love for our people by giving one of us the Ministry of Finance. You also gave our son here, Opio Wandai, the Ministry of Energy. And Opio Wandai is so energetic that he is befitting that ministry. He is always everywhere in Kenya, moving and implementing electricity projects. And we want you, Opio Wandai, our son here, to bring electricity, because electricity is the foundation of development. Anywhere in the world, the reason why Africa is called a dark continent is because it has no electricity. Who will come to if you have no power? Power is the foundation of development. And Opio is doing it very effectively. Opio, thank you. And thank you, Mr. President, for giving him that docket. Mr. President, we want you to continue. We don't want to engage too much in the future talks about Rito must go, Rito must go, Rito must go. Rito is going nowhere. Rito is going nowhere because there are only 5 ways you can remove a president. First, either he resigns or he dies. If he doesn't die, he is defeated in an election. If he is not defeated in an election, then something attacks his brain. He becomes a bit... and none of those things exist with the president. The president is very healthy and is there. If you want to remove him, wait for 2027 and all of us are there. So we are all Kenyans. Let us work together. Let us build bridges and let us see what comes and who comes out. Because me, Mr. President, I'm also a Gen Z. That's why I'm called youth leader. And President, we have seen the fruits of what is coming here. There is this road in Bondo. That road in Bondo, there has been outcry about its implementation. But there is 200 million shillings which had been given in the budget, and I've talked to Honorable Mbadi to give it something in the supplementary so that it is completed. You came and promised that it will be done, and we must make sure it is done so that people don't continue complaining. The contract Warrengo's place, those sites, has become very incompetent. Give us another contractor to finish this one in Bond. Mr. President, I don't want to say much more because there is a lot going on. To ko imilunga ni dongro ko juturwa ti kwa go uru ko mangeny kagi moro biro to uso asoya mosulo goleng uso asoya mosulo goleng nikech nyiego ngeny kodwa uwinjo juturwa ero kamano uru.
Dr. Uburu is a youth leader or not a youth leader? How many people are saying nobody should contest against Oburu Oginga? Tingane barimalo. Very good. Daktari, you are already elected. Now, Your Excellency, so the principal secretaries that are now from our region here, I mentioned the two of them from Siaya, and of course the interior peers. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for them. But Your Excellency, we also want to urge you that many of our sons in government, in the mainstream executive, we have a few sons from here who are CEOs, maybe one or two. But Your Excellency, I want to urge you that this is one of the most important counties in Kenya for the reasons given to you by Otienda Molo. Your Excellency, I want to urge you that going forward, please, as you make those appointments for ambassadors, for chairman of parastatals, for CEOs, please look for Siaya people also as well. I want to introduce to you one of our sons here, who is also working very well with you in the Data Commission Office. He's the Deputy Director of Mrs. Kamket. He's a very strong son of Alego here. Please, next time there's an opportunity, Your Excellency, I'll come to see you so that you can look at him positively. Oscar, this is the deputy of Mrs. Kamket. He's a very strong son of Alego. He's my age mate. I went to school with him from primary to university. Oscar, I know we will go see the president so that the president can get to know you in person. Thank you very much. With those many remarks, now let me take this opportunity to invite my brother for Energy, James Opio Wandai. Wandai, welcome.
The Bishop of the Diocese of Maseno West, the Right Reverend John Mark Gordia, all the clergy, Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, wananchi wa Siaya, hamjambo. Rito President Kauono Kai, working with you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this particular region, I know you have got a plan to develop every part of this country. But this particular region has had its potential, not unlocked, not harnessed for quite a long time. You have made a conscious decision to have the potential of this region unlocked and to have it harnessed for the development of this region and indeed for the rest of the country. Your Excellency, whenever I travel around the country, and especially this region, one thing is certain, that the country has witnessed transformation that, Your Excellency, as I conclude, the difference between leadership what this country has had all the resources it has. This country has had all the minds and brains that it has. What this country has always required is leadership. Leadership that is prepared to make hard decisions. You have made some of the hardest possible decisions in this country. And you have taught us, as your cabinet secretaries, that it is better you make a decision which is wrong of the way, every step of the way. And let me also thank Baba Raila Amolo Odinga by joining forces with you and showing us the way, and indeed showing the whole country the way. As I continue to implement my programs of electrification within my ministry, Your Excellency, I continue to abide by your directive that we do so across the country without any form of discrimination. So allow me, with those very many remarks, to welcome my brother, the Cabinet Secretary for Finance and National Treasury, the Honorable John Mbadi, to come forward and make some remarks before inviting the Governor. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Your Excellency the President, the church leadership, the Governor, Siaya County, Senator, my colleague, CS Energy, other members of Parliament, the leadership of the County Assembly of Siaya, led by the Speaker and other MCS. Siaya, oi! Hey! Your Excellency, I have a few remarks to make. First of all, you are teaching us and you have taught us the virtue of being Christians. That at least once you take time out of your schedules as directed by God in the Bible to set aside a day to worship. And this is a virtue. Secondly, Your Excellency, I want to agree with Honorable Chanda that you can choose your friends, but you cannot choose your neighbor. And Your Excellency, it's even more blessing if that your neighbor becomes your friend. And we are happy that we are not only seeing a neighbor, but we are who is a friend of this region. And you are guaranteed the support of this region, Your Excellency, because you have demonstrated to us that you care. You have demonstrated to us that you don't want this region to lag behind. I have worked with you for now well over 1 year, very closely. And I know that your government is a government of inclusivity. What is happening in Siaya and what is going to happen in Siaya and happening in Kisumu and what happening in Migori and Homa Bay is happening in the rest of the country. You gave me the power of the pen, and I know the budget from page 1 to the last page, and I see the projects that are being implemented in this country, including the forgotten areas of northern Kenya, where they are seeing for the first time a 740 kilometers of tarmac road opening up that region. And it is everywhere. You go to Tana River, I was there a while back, two weeks ago, and you can see development across the country. Those people who read social media, those people who sit in some corner of the country and talk of one term, I want to tell you and I want to assure you here, you will be shocked. Those of us who walk across this country and go to all corners of the country, that talk of one term is an illusion. You are going to get your second term, Your Excellency. What you need to do is to soldier on, include the whole country, bring peace in this country, unite the country as you are doing it. You are going to be rewarded, and rewarded. And that reward will not be to you. It will be a reward for the people of Kenya. And when you finish your presidential term, I am confident you are going to hand over to another president who will be thinking about Kenya and not a particular region or a particular corner of the country. I want to come to a close by also talking about some of the reforms. And I want to agree with the previous speaker who spoke, I think it was Honorable Chieng, who spoke about SHA. When I was opinion about SHA is, especially the systems, as the person responsible for financial systems in this country, I said that I'm very excited of the revelations that I'm seeing. People who don't have information and details about what Oluga is doing with the Duale in that ministry are the ones who are talking out there. Just by us doing an assessment in 6 counties, Your Excellency, out of 47, there are revelations that for years, some hostels in this country have been taking money from Kenyans, and yet Kenyans are languishing and suffering without treatment. They have been stealing public funds. And when they are caught, they sponsor stories, negative ones, against the very people who are trying to clean up the mess that has been happening in the health sector. Dr. Luga, soldier on and clean the mess that is in the Ministry of Health. Don't be distracted. I am also not getting distracted to implement e-procurement. EGP is the way to cut on wastages in the government. My plea to the accounting officers, don't listen to your procurement officers because they don't want to let go where they have been stealing public funds. Make sure that you move around at $10 million, which is about 370 million Kenya shillings. And it was procured in 2022 April when I was still a member of parliament. I did not procure that system. If you thought it was procured yesterday, you are